and welcome back to another episode of Budget Beauty's The Beauty Haul. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the face of Budget Beauty. I'm the everything of Budget Beauty. And this is our episodes and our series where we break down purchases that we've made of makeup. And so it doesn't matter where I got it from. If I bought makeup, I bought tools, I bought something that's makeup related, we talk about it here. So I super excited because I had just filmed an episode this past weekend where I was like, I'm gonna get dressed and we're gonna go out. And I did my makeup in our main series for Budget Beauty, and I was like, I'm gonna get dressed up and I'm gonna go out, and I got some errands to run. And while I was filming, I kind of broke my eyeliner, my gel cream eyeliner pencil. And so I was like, looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Ulta today. That's exactly what I did. So what I wound up doing was I went to Ulta, and I did also get something in the mail from Amazon that I'd ordered that was beauty related. So I was like, ooh, okay, we'll just hold off and include it when I come back from Ulta, and we'll put everything together and showcase it in a video. So that's what we're doing now. Also, as you can see, I'm on a day off here. Was off today, so I didn't need to do any makeup or anything. So it's very low key. Also, for the first time on camera, you guys get to see my actual natural hair. It is very, very thick and beautiful right now. I have very, 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 very coarse hair, and it's very thick. As you can see here, so I'm glad I showed you guys this on camera. So that, it looks like, I told my husband earlier, I was like, this looks like it's something in my hair, but it's not. That's actually a gray strand in my hair. It's somewhere over here. So generally, if I have my hair down, you see the gray little thing, and it pulls out, and you can see it. It's a gray strand. So I have very, very thick hair, and I'm wearing it in Afro puffs right now because it is wash time. And so I forgot that I had these cute little bows that I got from Claire's months and actually years and years ago. I bought them from Claire's, and I got this one in black polka dots, black and white polka dots, and I got it in red and white polka dots. So guess who might be going as Minnie Mouse for Halloween? Because then I can do my puffs, and they make the Mickey ears, the Mickey and Minnie ears. So I probably will do that and like do my makeup and whatever. But yeah, right now I have Afro puffs, and so they're kind of long. They're very thick on both sides, and if I straighten this out, if I decided I wanted to do a blowout and do a silk press, it's probably down to about right here. It's just I tend to not want to do, because it's a lot of work. So I'm just like, no, I don't need to. I'll just braid this down and put a wig on. And listen, I'm generally pressed for time, but today I was thinking about doing it. It also knots up really easily, but that's my own doing. So I do have to comb through, and I have to do detangle a lot, just because my hair just naturally knots up. It's very coarse. So, but that's gonna be eventually what we're gonna do is part of Budget Beauty. At some point, we are going to get into hair care, the stuff that I use for my hair to keep it, manageable, and the stuff that my husband uses for his. My husband has very, very similar hair type to my own, and so we were thinking about doing something with men's hair care, especially black men's hair care. So we'll see. Eventually, though, I gotta get the makeup part right first before I can start talking about doing hair care and branching out. Work friend keeps being like, here's some lotions that I got, and I'm like, sir, we are not at lotions yet. When we get the lotions, I will come get you, and we will start doing stuff with lotions. But he keeps giving me these really nice lotions, and he's like, here, I know you guys are reviewing this. And I'm like, no, we're not there yet. So we're getting there. I promise we're getting there. So we are going to get there eventually. And we're going to do men's skincare too. And also women's skincare, because that's part of beauty. You do need to have a skincare routine. when you're putting this makeup on and taking it off and putting it on and taking it off and doing all this, which, no, you got to have some kind of skincare routine or else your skin's going to be terrible. I go ahead and tell you that now. Also, drinking a lot of water helps too. And as you can see right now, I have a slight breakout right now. I have one right here, but that's because I've also been drinking a lot of water. And this is really hormonal acne for me. So I get it every so often, not every month, but every so often when something on my face will be like, oh, hey, guess what? Estrogen, lots of it. So I have problems with that, but for the most part, I'm good. And I do tend to get my, my beauty stuff, my skincare beauty stuff from Ulta. I do go in Ulta, and the brands that I like to use are in Ulta, which is super helpful because I need it not to be super expensive. I do kind of splurge on that. That is one of the things, like I said in my previous video for the main series, I will splurge on certain things. Skincare is one of them, and a good primer, eyeshadow primer, a good lipstick too, if it's really, really good. Now, mascara, I have splurged on that, but I'm like, I don't need to splurge on that, and I'm fine with what I use for my mascara. But a good primer, eyeshadow primer, yes, we will splurge on that. Because that immediately, I can immediately see the benefits of that. So, yes. So, here we are. We have made an Ulta trip, and the cost of this Ulta trip, before we even get started, the cost of this Ulta trip is $83.04. Now, I did donate $1 to the Big Brothers and Big Sisters of America Foundation. I did make $1 donation because I do support charities and I do try to help with that. And so I was like, well, listen, I'm spending $80 on makeup anyway, and then I use some of my Ulta points. I was like, so I can afford to give a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I had no problem with that, like none. So I did this on Saturday when we went out, and I did run my errands. I got a lot of things done pertaining to my sister-in-law's wedding upcoming. As it turns out, the store that we went to for to look at suits for my husband as a backup suit just in case something fell through with the tuxedo that he was getting, we should have gone there from the beginning. Like, they had everything we could have possibly needed. So we got him a very nice suit. And we will be using them in the future for when we do our 5-year wedding photos, because next year is 5 years for us. We decided we were going to do like a photo shoot or something. And so I'm going to be styling us. I'm going to style myself and I'm going to style him. And I'm going to do my makeup and show you guys my makeup and how I'm going to possibly do it for these photos. Hopefully we can get our photographer that we used for our engagement photos 6 years ago. Hopefully we can keep all that the same and do, but I'm going to do the makeup for that. But yeah, the shop that we went to, yeah, I really wish we had gone there first instead of going to Men's Warehouse and trying to fool with father-in-law and try to connect it. And I was like, we could have just not done all that, and we could have gone here and got our stuff and been done with it. So it's really good. And also it's run by and owned by a friend of ours, their older brother. So we didn't know that until we got in there, and I was like, that picture of that guy he looks really familiar. Hold on a minute. And then it turns out he was like, yeah, that's my little brother. And I was like, oh, look at that. So, but yeah, so we're always happy to give business to good folks and people that we know. So yeah, we're going to be probably going there and utilizing them. They had a lot of really nice suits and things. So we'll see. I'll try to get some photos and get together some prep stuff, for Budget Beauty. And we'll do that for, series coming up probably. And, if not in the main series, we might start another series for that. So, but let's talk about this Ulta trip, because we're gonna probably be in Ulta again in a couple of weeks. So I went into this Ulta, and this was the Ulta that I don't like, but I actually had a really good trip at this Ulta. It was really good. I was very impressed this time around, and I went in there. I'm like, I don't understand. This Ulta is so hit or miss for me, and this time was a hit. So, I had the bag back here too, so I kept everything in the bag, and I added my Amazon order to it. So let's start with this. Let's start with the stuff that I got from Amazon. Actually, let's start with that. So I ordered a kabuki brush. And this kabuki brush was not expensive at all. I think it was like $7. It's an e.l.f. kabuki brush. And so under the suggestion of Miss Gina, one of my followers here on Budget Beauty, one of my frequent followers who always gives sage good advice about makeup, she suggested that I get kabuki brush. And so that's what I did. And I've been looking for one this whole time. And so it just so happens I was ordering something else from Amazon, and they were like, hey, if you spend $25, you gotta spend it on qualifying stuff. But if you spend $25, you can get same day shipping, same day delivery. And I was like, oh, word, really? Okay, well, let me find something. So it just so happens I said, well, let me look at my beauty suggestions on Amazon, because I stay buying stuff beauty wise on Amazon. And so I was like, let me look in here and see. And sure enough, one of these popped up, and I was like, okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and buy that. Go ahead and get one, since we've been looking for one anyway. So I like e.l.f.'s tools. I do. I like e.l.f.'s tools. I like e.l.f. stuff. In general, I like a lot of e.l.f. products. Now, there's some like that hydrating, the cool stick primer for e.l.f. I don't like that too much. But y'all know I love the hydrating face primer with the pump. I love that. And I love the Stay All Night microfine setting mist. I love that too. And I got a little eyeshadow thing in here. It's a liquid eyeshadow. It's gorgeous. It is a nice champagne colored, and it is gorgeous. So, and I love it. And it dries quickly. It stayed on, no creasing. It was great. So, yeah, that's why I say I love e.l.f. stuff. And then there's some stuff with e.l.f. where I'm like, but this little brush here, I think I'm going to like this little brush. So you're really supposed to do this, because I bought this for when I do my setting powder and I want to dust off the excess. So I'm going to do it like this right here. And, try to get it all over. But it feels real nice. This first time I'm using it on my face. I don't have on any setting powder, by the way. As you can see, I'm barefaced right now. I'm not wearing any makeup. But yeah, this feels real nice on the skin. It's real soft. I don't know what kind of bristles it is or anything. It says, create an airbrushed look in real life using this super soft face brush made with vegan and cruelty-free bristles. And then it say directions: dip brush into makeup and tap off any excess. Gently buff into skin using circular motions. Repeat to build coverage in desired areas. Well, I'm not planning to use this as a to put on. I'm using it to get off the excess. So, okay, I'm glad they put directions though. That was helpful. So yeah, I'm very excited about this kabuki brush. I'm very excited. I was very pleased to find one on Amazon, and it was not expensive. It really was like $7. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. Only problem is now I got to find some place to put it, because I don't have no place to put it now. I might have to buy some more storage probably. So, okay, that was what I got from Amazon. Now, from what I got from Ulta. So, what I actually went to Ulta for was a new gel cream ColourPop gel cream eyeliner in the shade Swerve, which is the black. Because y'all know, if you watch my other series, I use that Swerve almost every day. Almost. So, what I did was, that was my whole reason for going in there. I went in there for one thing, and y'all, I came out with like, let me see how many things it say on here I bought. I think I bought probably 15 things. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. I bought 12 things out of Ulta. I went in there for one. Now, 2 of those things are the same thing. So I went in there and I got 10 things really. So 11 things. So I'm like, that Ulta just, they bought me. They knew when I walked in the door. They were like, come on in. I told y'all Ulta loved to see me coming. So what I did was I went in there and I found this. This is my gel cream liner. It's the ColourPop gel cream liner. And it's the shade Swerve. It's the Swerve matte, it's a matte, which is what I wanted anyway. 18-hour wear, waterproof. That's what this is. So then your girl happened to notice. I was like, whew, well, since we probably gonna use this every day, we need to go ahead and get another one while we're here. So that's what your girl did. She bought another one. I bought 2 of the Swerve. So that is what it looks like. And these were $8 each. So right there I done spent 16. 16 of that 80 something is this gel cream liner. I'm pretty sure. Actually, it was $8. So I did redeem my points. I got $6 in points and I used all my points. So I did, it spreads out the points apparently. So it took 56 cents off of this $8. So really these pencils were $7.44, but still, your girl did a wonderful thing. So that's 2 of these. Okay. Of course, I'm not going to use both of them at the same time. We're going to be very smart bear. We are not going to use them at the same time. We're going to put one up so that we have a spare when we inevitably either A, break the tip off, or we run out and we use the pencil up. So let's put one of them back in here for I'm putting it in my storage for where I keep my makeup. And we're going to put one in storage for excess and extras. So let's put this one. I'll put it over there when I'm ready to put up everything. So next, we did not buy any more ColourPop stuff. I don't think I bought any more ColourPop stuff. I did not buy any more ColourPop. We did buy some NYX, however. We bought some NYX. And y'all know I like NYX. I got a bunch of NYX stuff while I was in there. I got a couple of things NYX. So one of the things I got was this jumbo multi-use face stick. We already have one of these, but I got this in this pearl pink shade. This kind of, I don't know what color this is. I saw the pink and I was like, ooh, I want it. Cause pink. It is in the shade Blueberry Muffin. Now I'd seen this before. I think I've seen this shade online before and I was like, But then when I went in there and I was like, you know what? I could use that shade for some stuff. I got a bunch of pink things. So yeah, this is cool. It's very, very, very pink. If y'all can see that, it's kind of hard to see with my ring light here, but this is a very nice pink shade. So I was very pleased with getting that. I'm very excited to use this. It's going to be very nice. That was, let's see how much that was. It was $8 also. And with my points redemption, I got 59 cents off of that. So that was $7.41. So then, other NYX things that I got some retractable lip liner. Y'all know I like their retractable lip liner. I have several of those. So I already have a Coca, I'm pretty sure, but I bought another one. I did buy another one. So I got this pinky beige. That's what this shade is. This is the NYX Professional Makeup retractable lip liner in the shade pinky beige. So I'm kind of excited about this. because I want to see how that plays on my lips. I do want to see how that's gonna play. I think that's gonna be an interesting beige going on up here, especially on my Cupid's bow up here and down here a little bit, because my lips are like pinkish brown. So I'm kind of curious. And this is the Coca. This is in the shade Coca. So I'm trying to see. I'm pretty sure I already got a Coca. I do. I have a Coca. So what we're going to do, excess extra. So we'll put that to the side. I wasn't sure if I bought one, but I do use that Coca fairly often. So I like a little nice brown lip liner. So I'm probably going to, that would be good to have an extra. So that was all of the NYX that I bought. And those pencils, so while we're going with price here, those pencils were $5 each. Yes, I remember that now. They were $5 each. And with my points redemption, I got 37 cents off. And so they came out to $4.63 each. So they were about $9.26 together. All together, that was $9.26 for NYX. So then we bought a bunch of e.l.f. and some Revlon. So let's talk about this e.l.f. because the e.l.f. is the bulk of this here. Now I saw these. They're little eyeshadow things. They are the Fine as Fleck. I know, Fine as Fleck glitter eyeshadow, and they are sheer glitter eyeshadow toppers. Okay, so they were $3 each. I remember that without having to look at the receipt. They were $3 each, and I said, "Oh, well, I can't let that go by. I got to get all of these colors. I'm gonna get every single one of these colors." So that's what I did. There were 5 of them, and I got them all for $15. So they did get a little bit of that points redemption off. So it did drop the price on them each. So let's see, what were they each? They said these was $6. Oh, okay. Actually, oh, I see what they did here. They combined them together. They're 50% off too. Okay, so what they did was I bought one for $6. That's interesting. They were 6, not 3. And then they were I got 44 cents off. So they were $5.56, the ones that were $6. Then I got one down here that was like 50% off, $3. And then that dropped another 22 cents off. So that was $2.78. That's why this was so expensive, because they wasn't all $3. But them things said $3 each. That's why I got them all. Oh, you see how they do me. Okay, all right, Ulta, you win. But for $6 for one of these little pans, I guess that since they're eyeshadow toppers, I'm okay with that. So I got 5 of them. This one is White Hot, and as you can see, it's kind of like a little white colorish, semi-white, I guess. That's a better way for y'all to see it. Okay, so that's White Hot. Then I have the shade Filthy Rich. This is like a gold, almost a pewter gold. It's kind of hard to see it with this lighting, but it's like a pewter gold. Okay. Then next up, Champagne Showers. So this is kind of like a gold, to it. It's real nice, real cute. This is like a champagne. It's really a champagne gold. Then we have this is Pop Off Pink. So it's like pink champagne. So this is a pink. I'm very excited about this one. This is gonna be real nice. And I might wear it with that lilac dark horse dress if I decide to wear that. And then this one is It's Glit, and this is like a like a very loud goldish gold fleck. Okay. So that's those. I'm very excited about those. I'm kind of mad I spent $6 on them all, but except for that one that I got the 50% off. But yeah. So then lastly, I got some Revlon Super Lustrous Glimmer. I don't know, gloss. It's Glimmer Gloss. Now, I really am excited about this because y'all know I got that Wet n Wild. I got the Wet n Wild that I like to use as a topper. I got these in the Wet n Wild. So this Glimmer Pink kind of goes with this a little bit. But that's what this is. So, but it's Revlon. And I'm excited about this because I think this is going to be super cute when I want a little pop and I want a little bit of glimmer on my lip. Little bit of like a glitter gloss, kind of, without super crazy glitter. But I think this is going to be, y'all can see the shine on this even just in the bottle. So I got it in, this color is, let's see, what is the color? Pink Prisma. This is Pink Prisma. And then this one, the other one that I got is called Happy Hour. And this is more like a gold. Yeah, this one's more like a goldish, whitish almost. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. I don't have a whole lot of Revlon. I got that 4 quad pan of eyeshadow from Revlon, and I got these, but I don't have a whole ton of Revlon stuff. Because when I go buy my drugstore makeup, I don't go in the drugstore that often. And Revlon, for me, Revlon is very much a drugstore staple. That's what I grew up with in the drugstore, was Revlon and Maybelline and CoverGirl. And so I was always told that was super expensive because the person who was buying my makeup was getting Avon, which Avon was kind of expensive too. Avon and Wet n Wild. So yeah, I actually don't mind Avon. It is what it is. It's what I grew up on too. So listen, I'm not gonna hate on Avon. So yeah, yeah, makeup. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the beauty haul. And those Revlon sticks, very quickly, those Revlon sticks were $9.72. Actually, okay, they were $10.49 each. And then I got 77 cents off of those with my points redemption, and that brought it down to $9.72. So I'm looking to see if I got anything else off. Nope, that's it. Okay, so yes, they were each $10.49 each, and I got it down to $9.72 for each of those. So that, my friends, is the beauty haul from Ulta this go round. Very, very pleased with my purchases. Very pleased, and gonna use these. We're gonna put them into good use at some point. As a matter of fact, I might do an episode where I'm testing these out, see what they got going on, and see how I like them, and what I can do with them. But I think I'm really gonna like those glitter eyeshadow toppers, and I'm gonna like this glitter shimmer shade. So I think that's gonna that shimmer shade for my lips. I think I'm really gonna like that. So as a matter of fact, while we're on camera, I want to open this up with this e.l.f. and see what the pigmentation looks like on these toppers. Are they going to be super pigmented or nah? Got to get it out the box first. Oh, I see they come out the bottom. Okay. I think they come out the bottom. No. Yes, they do come out the bottom. Okay. Getting the packaging open is a bit much here. Because it really wants me to take these out, I guess, through the top. And I'm like, no, we're not taking it out through the top. Oh, the packaging is real cute. I like this. This little square. Look at this. It's a little clear square with it on there. And it tells you the colors on the back. It's really, really small print, but it tells you this big old print right here where my fingernail is. That's the name of the shade. It's tiny though. I'm trying to open this up. Okay, so that's what it looks like open. So let me see if I can get a tool real quick, because that's what I'm probably going to use to put them on. So I got enough of these that I can spare one for testing purposes. All right, so let's see. I got one of my little sponge tip applicators that I use all the time. And let's swatch it out, see what we got. Picks up on the brush, all right. So I'm gonna do it on my arm, so I don't have any primer or anything on. Okay, well, that's all right. I can see it is right here. Okay. I mean, it don't look. I mean, I assume it would be fairly, like, you're gonna put this on top of something, so. But it wipes nice. Wipes real nice and clean. Like, it comes off. Like, it comes off. Once I pick it up with this, I can wipe and it comes off. Like, I can see I've applied stuff down here, and y'all can see some shimmer right here. Yeah, okay, Elf. I like that. I like how that closed too. Like, look, okay, so watch. When I open this up, I really like this packaging. This is nice. It's got a little hinge lid, and then you can close it like that. I like that. I like that. I'm weird. I like stuff like that. I don't know where I'm going to put these, though. Oh, this is going to be a problem, because I don't know where we're putting this. In my kit here, my area where I keep my main makeup products, I don't know where we're going to put these. I have no idea. Actually, I could put them, they're small enough they can fit in where I put my eyeshadow at. I think that could fit there, and it would be fine, now that I think about it. All right, so this is the this one is the Filthy Rich. Let's try that one. Swatch this one, see what it looking like. Okay. So let's see. Like I say, it picks up real easily. I'm very pleased with that. Ooh. Okay. So that's it on the brush. Let's put it on the arm. Ooh. Okay, look at that. Y'all see that? Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. Very nice. Very nice. That is very nice. Okay. Okay. Elf, I see you. I like that. I want to see what this, I do want to see what this pop-off pink is going to look like. I want to see what the pop-off pink looks like, because I wear a lot of pink eyeshadow, and sometimes I want a little glitz and glamour on the lid. So that's why I bought all of these shades, but I especially grabbed this pop-off pink, because your girl want to know what we gonna do about some pop-off pink. Like, pop-off, listen, the pop-off that I know, I want to be able to see, is it gonna in fact pop off when I put it on the lid? All right. Let's pull her up. Got it on the brush a little bit. Let's see what happens. I'm trying to find a space to put it. Oh, okay. That is this right here. And yes, it is pink. It is a very, very dusty pink. I like that. I got some shade on that. Oof. Okay. Very good. I like that. That is very pink. Just even on my arm with no primer on, no eyeshadow on underneath it. Y'all can see, I can see that. That's this right here where I have my finger. That's that pink. Yeah. And it's showing up. So it's showing up. So yeah, okay. All right. I'm very pleased. Very pleased. I now have glitter everywhere. So I now have the glitter everywhere. And then I can wipe this off. I got my little cloth and I'm wiping it off. I need to launder this today too, which I will. I got a little bit of laundry I can do. I'm gonna throw this in the laundry so I can get her clean and have a clean towel in here for when I want to wipe my hands and do stuff. Yeah, look at that. Very pleased. Now I got glitter everywhere. But that's real nice. I like that. I like that. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, charlatans and shitheels, we have ourselves a winner. We got us some winners. I know this goal is gonna be reflective. Now that I'm sitting here just watching all this, I'm pretty sure that goal is gonna be very, very reflective. I will probably try some of these during the week. I'm gonna wear this yellow dress later in the week that I just got, and I'm gonna use this gold with it. I'm gonna see, because the last time I used some yellow makeup, I used some yellow eyeshadow, and I didn't like how it was playing. So I didn't like how that was playing, but I'm gonna put this on top of it and see if I could ever get this out of the box. I'm trying to unbox it, trying not to tear up the little box, but it ain't like I'm keeping the box. So, but as my grandma used to say, don't tear up the wrapping. We got to keep that. my grandma was very, very, very frugal and very Southern. And at Christmas, she'd wrap all these gifts. She'd take her time wrapping all these gifts. And then she'd tell you while you were unwrapping her gift, don't tear up that wrapping now, save that. And then she'd turn around and use it again. My grandma was born in 1926, and so Great Depression. And so, yeah, she was very much we can use that again. Make good use of things multiple times. We're not just using that to use one time and then throw away. Nah, you need to save that. I was like, you know what though? And I found myself as an older person now. Now my grandma been gone. My grandma died in 1996. I was 14 when my grandma died. I'm 43 now. 43, almost 44. So my grandma been gone for like 30 years at this point. But do y'all know at Christmas, do you know I am the first one? I always tell my husband, okay, now don't tear up that wrapping too much. Because we're going to use that again. Don't tear that bag up either. Because we definitely recycling that bag. You will see this bag again. And don't tear up my bows. Because I don't want to have to go buy none. So yes, my grandma lives on in one of her grandchildren. In that I very much am one of those people who are like, do not tear up the wrapping because we can use that again. And we do recycle bags, especially if we get like a gift bag from somebody. And we are always appreciative of gifts. We love getting gifts, and we are very thankful when people think of us and give us a gift. So yeah, no, we are very, very thankful. So we also save the bags. So I have a ton of Christmas gift bags, because I would get a bunch of gift bags and then, okay, once we're done unwrapping stuff, put it in a pile, put it in a box. And so I have a box full that my mama also saved wrapping paper and tissue paper, because you can always use that tissue paper again. Wrapping paper, tissue paper, boxes, gift bags, all that. We would save it. But yeah, no, I find myself doing that even with makeup packaging. I'm like, I should maybe save that. Why? You don't need to save it. So yeah, I have to balance that with not doing that to myself. So, yeah, I think we're gonna be good. I think, you know what? Let me try this. I'm gonna try this this glitter gloss real quick, and that pinky beige. I'm gonna try that pinky beige real quick, because I know what the cocoa look like. Like I said, I bought another one, so that's not my first cocoa stick. But we're gonna use this pinky beige and see what happens real quick. If I could get it out the packaging. So, beauty haul. We will be, I don't know, like I said, in a couple of weeks. I got a lot of purple makeup. So I'm going to see what this dress fits like that I'm waiting on to come. It should be here tomorrow. I'm going to try that dress on, see if it fits. If it fits, we will probably go with that one. So then I will do a main series for Budget Beauty, main series episode, doing a makeup trial for that. Maybe we might keep the I mean, I'm gonna keep the champagne colored dress, and that wig that I got with it. But I don't know if I'm gonna wear it. I gotta see how this new dress is gonna fit. If in fact the purple dress does not fit, then we are going with the champagne colored one, more than likely. So husband and I are gonna make a decision because I want him to help me. I like getting his opinion on things. Okay, this is the pinky beige, and so we're gonna try this on and see what this looks like real quick. Wow, it's beige, all right. Good gracious, you can see it on my lips. I noticed that as soon as I put it on. I was like, good gracious. That is very pink. You can see the very pink outline on my lips. Good gracious. That is very pigmented. Good God. That is very, 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 very pink. Very, very pinky beige. Definitely. Okay, so let's try the pink with it. Okay. It looks kind of crazy when you first putting it on. It looked like I got something around my mouth and I done forgot. Like I got milk on my face or something and I forgot to wipe my mouth. In this lighting is what this looks like. Okay. So let's see. This is the pink Prisma. Let's see. Whoop. I dropped a little sticker thing. I'll get it. All right. So that's this coming out of the bottle. It's very lip glossy. All right. So let's see what we got. Wow. It is very, very, very glossy and pink. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we cannot wear just gloss with this lip liner because we're gonna look crazy without something on top of it to balance out the pink. But that gloss is very glossy. It reminds me a lot of the Wet n Wild. It very much reminds me a lot of the Wet n Wild. I mean, gloss is gloss at this point for me, but that very much is very much like that Wet n Wild. Okay. Interesting. So, what we're gonna do? I'm gonna take this gloss off. Wipe this off my lips. And I'm gonna put that liner back on, but then I'm gonna put on some of this ultra matte lip and see what happens. Cause I have some theories here about you can't wear that with just gloss, cause gloss don't give you enough color fill in. Go back down in there. Okay. Gloss don't give you enough color fill in, so you need to fill it in with something that's color. Like it can't be thin gloss. I'm very curious about this liner. Also, I'm not putting it on correctly because it looks kind of crazy. Um, Let me see. I want to try one of these. One of my NYX um, double XL lip lingerie. Or this. I want to try this. See what happens. I wonder. Ooh, that's a lot of. Damn, that's a lot of lipstick that just came out of there. ColourPop, what's going on? This is a lot coming out of this tube. It's so much. It's so much. Okay. All right. So what I'm applying is this ColourPop, um, the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade. This is, I want to say, Double Date Flurries. This is Flurries. Hmm. It still look crazy, but not quite as crazy as if we put uh, lip gloss on with it. Hmm. Also took off a ton of it down at the bottom. As a matter of fact, I covered it all up at the bottom. That's crazy. Um, let's see. Um, this is the Double Date. This is the Double Date and the. This might actually be a better choice. Actually, let's see if I put on top of it. Cause this more matches the that color of the pinky beige, and more than likely the NYX lipsticks are gonna match because um, they're gonna match better if I had that color. I don't. Okay. So, I mean, I can kind of sort of see it still on the top part of my lip, where I didn't, cover it up with lipstick. Hmm. Yeah, that's weird. Hmm. But it probably won't look terrible. I'm gonna let this dry and then I'm gonna apply it. But I do have a pinky beige, more like these two. These two are the NYX that would go with this. So probably these two would pair together. Probably. These are the closest to. This is the closest lipstick that I have to this this pencil. So yeah, I think that it would go with that. This one is a tad too dark, just a tad too dark. But this one, and this might go well with Teddy Tint also. I don't know. I don't know about Teddy Tint though. Though, cause see, like I got this Teddy Tint. So see, this Teddy Tint and this one might do well together. I'm gonna have to do some testing and see. It's what this boils down to. So, we'll see. But yeah, I'm very pleased. This is what we do when we buy stuff and we gotta see what it works like. I'm waiting on this to dry before I do anything else with putting any more of this back on, and I think it's almost dry. ColourPop tends to dry very quickly, so let's see. Let me see if I can draw on here. Yeah. Yeah, that outline is a bit much. Good gracious. This is definitely something where you need something that's gonna play against it. That's kind of close to it. Like it's gonna play right up against it, but it's close enough in shade that um, it doesn't it doesn't let the lip pencil overshadow it. So okay, yeah, it looks a little weird, but I mean it's not terrible, but it looks a little odd, just slightly odd. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's not. I mean, it looks a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It looks a little crazy, but it's nothing where I would be like, "Oh no, this is a terrible shade." I could probably make this work with something that I have. Um, Most definitely. And if anything, you can put that on and then mute it down so it doesn't look absolutely nuts on my lips. See, I like it on the bottom line because it gives my lip line definition under here. The top line, it looks a little weird. So we would have to just like mute that down on the top line, um, and see if we could get that down some, which I might can get it down. Let's see, because I have some browns and some beiges. Mm-hmm. Now see that brought it down a good bit on this side over here, where I just put it. That brought it down some. So that doesn't look as like weird and loud. Yeah, that brought it down a lot. So it just looks like I have a upturned lip. That's really what this looks like. It looks like I have an upturned lip right here where my Cupid's bow starts. So yeah, okay. So that's what I would have to do with this. And then on the bottom, keep the bottom as it is because it's not terrible on the bottom. Like I say, it gives my lips a pink definition line down here under the bottom. So yeah, I added this. This is the sand beige. So sand beige, by the way, matches my lips perfectly. So it looks like I'm not wearing lip liner, but that would help with this. Oh, that helped so much. Okay. I very seldom wear pink. I don't. I don't. I don't. I won't say I don't like pink lipstick. I like pink lipstick, and sometimes the pink it goes really well with a certain outfit. So yeah. And then sometimes let's see what happens. I know what that pink is gonna do. So let's see what happens if I put this on. This is the gold. This is the happy hour. So let's see what happens if I do this. Interesting. It smells like plastic. It smells like plastic. But I expect it to smell like that. Like it's supposed to smell like that, to be honest. Okay. Hmm. I like that. I like how that looks. Now on camera it looks a little crazy, but up close it looks it's got a nice little shine to it. I like this glimmer. Okay, okay, Revlon. It's not bad. I do like the little glimmer. I like how it's adding that color to it. It really does remind me a lot of the Wet n Wild. So, okay. So, what we're gonna do is play around with this a little bit more, see what we can do with it. But as y'all can see, once I got a little bit, I got a hang of it a little bit, I could bring it down and make it not look super crazy. and loud. And then add some of this. So when we want to do Barbie, if we do like a Barbie look, this is perfect. This is actually perfect for the Barbie look. I tend to do it kind of like this anyway when I want to do a Barbie style look. Also too, if y'all hadn't noticed, I'm a massive Barbie fan. I'm a massive Barbie fan. When I was very little, I used to play with my Barbies all the time in this house. And my mom would find Barbie heads in the yard. And my mom would be like, ma'am, I just bought you this one. Why is the head in the yard? And I'm like, I didn't do it. I was like, I didn't do it. It was Tiffany. Tiffany is my cousin. And I was like, it was Tiffany. And she's like, ma'am, I think it was you. And I was like, no, it was not me. Turns out it was actually Tiffany. So, yeah, yeah. But I'm very pleased with this. Once I got this down and got it played with, I could do something with this. And the glitter look does a lot for it. So that, ladies and gentlemen, charlatans and shithills, that has been the beauty haul. And that has been a satisfying shopping trip that we've made. I'm very pleased, very happy with what I got. So we will be back later with more episodes of the beauty haul and of Budget Beauty's main series and the breakdown. And we will be talking about makeup, and we will be talking about purchases that we've made and just the stuff that I've done and upcoming events and looks and things. I want to thank you for watching. Come back and see us real soon. You're going to figure out what I'm going to do with this makeup and how to integrate this into my stuff. But I want to thank you for watching. And come back and watch more of our videos. Peace.